Welcome to Center of Light, everybody, on a Friday night. I am not playing music. Check that out. My son is with his grandparents. I'm going to sit here and hang out with you fine, beautiful, sexy human beings. Welcome to Center of Light. Keith Anthony Blanchard here, Yanava. Got a really cool show for you tonight. I really love this splash screen. Dear Lord. I found it in my archive of splash screens. And it's something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. God, as Father, I will, meaning will, using the will. As Mother, that which brings life forth, at least on this plane. Mother, all forms of Mother. Mother Earth, the Divine Mother, your biological mother. These are all portals from the spiritual realm into this physical reality. We're going to go from that which ain't worth anything to levels of spiritual principality. It's always my goal. It's always my aim. I need to get down to Center of Light business. First, I'd like to acknowledge those who are here. Carl Laperouse. Hello, Carl. Patty, Francisco, my brother. I love it. Robbie Howell. Stay away from them 18-wheelers, bro. Christine. Char. Dana. Kelly. Beth. Kristen. Janice. Gisela. Rena. Hi, Rena. Sloan. So forth and so on. A couple of adverts. October 2nd is my target date as of now. Power Connection Purpose Inner course. Power Connection Purpose Inner course. 6-week bust you wide open course. Diving into the program. Online video forum just like you see here now. No one has access but you. 4 models for alignment. Immediate experience. Why immediate experience? Spirituality takes a long time. Well, sure it does. I'm here to give you something you can sink your teeth into. Something that you can touch, something that is tangible, something that is palpable for you, so you can feel the realness of it all. So you can feel the substance of the spirit. Really the substance of yourself. It requires a very small fee. For those who know, I have contacted you before, that I've seen you in this room. You don't have to respond. For those who have not, leave me a message in this forum. Hey Keith, I'm interested in this course. But most of all, it requires all of you. September 25th here in Memphis, Tennessee. Take a road trip if you're not from this region. I'm going to be sitting down with a group of people. You can be one of those. With Swamji, God Realized Man from India. Question and answer with the divine. What is the state of the world? 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Come to Memphis and experience His grace in person. When you're around someone like this, the door is open. Seriously, it's open. I think Dana has met Swamji. Yes, she has. She'll tell you what that's like. Peanuts. So September 25th, Memphis, Tennessee. You're interested in coming? Same. Keith, I am interested in coming to Memphis to be in the question and answer with Swamji. Swamjii. Swamjii. Welcome on a Friday night. Let me make sure there's not any other adverts. September 21st and 22nd, Spiritual Fair in Memphis. 4 Points Expo. I think I'm going to do a very short commercial by Lavender Soul or by somebody. Let's see. I think I'm going to play Peter Coyle. I love me some Peter Coyle. This is such a very cool song. Somebody in the house named Gibbs, Gladiator, says, see, I fuck him in the living room while his children are home. I make him eat. Like, you're a fucking jackass. You're just an idiot. You know, it's not the words. It's your nastiness. You're just a nasty individual. And if you were next to me and you said that around those children, other people, I'd probably slap you in your mouth. All right? How's that, sunshine? Let me go block this jackhole. You're an idiot. You are an idiot. And so, we're done with that. Hello, Carolyn. I hope I handled that okay. Sometimes people need to be reminded of their character and their spirit. I'm going to play some Peter Coyle. Check out this song. It's like ridiculously cool.
Love is here, it's here to stay. It's here for everyone around the world, each and every day. Love is true, love is pure. And if you find yourself in love, my friend, you'll feel the love for sure. Love is you, love is me. Love is everything about your life that makes you want to be. Yeah, love is here, it's here to stay. Yes, love is love. Love is waking with a smile each day when things ain't going right. Love is being there for the ones you love through darkness into light. Love is seeing the world around you for the great place that it is. Love is being there for each other when there's problems with the kids. Love is here, it's here to stay. It's here for everyone around the world, each and every day. Love is true, love is pure. And if you find yourself in love, my friend, you'll feel the love much more. Love is you, love is me. Love is everything about our lives that makes us want to be. Yeah, love is here, it's here to stay. Yes, love is love. Yeah, love is here, it's here to stay. Yes, love is love.
Welcome back to Center of Light. Tonight's presentation is titled, As Father I Will, As Mother I Birth. And as father, I scolded that jerk. I'll spank him on his ass, bust him in his nose, because I love it. I love him, and my busting him in his nose would be to remind him, don't be like that, son. As father, I will. I am willing forth your nonsense as a mirror to you. It's not about being violent or abusive, and I might be saying this actually just metaphorically. The point is, there is a time for father, and there's a time for mother. Tonight we're speaking about God. As the father, I will creation forth. God, as the mother, is active in her role as bringing that about on a physical plane, in a physical way, in a physical idea. Hello, everyone. Linda, what's up, Linda, girlfriend? Melissa? Oh my God, did Keith just say he would like to bust somebody in his nose? Trust me, love takes many different forms. You love your kid, you do whatever it takes, and I love him. If it requires me to throw him off the cliff for him to swim, he's going to learn. Whoever. Life teaches me that way. I'm no different. Whatever it is. So let's get down to some meat and taters. Carolyn says she loves that blue. I love it myself. Hello, Linda Chaplin Westbrook. Let's get into this. Please share my work I want to give this quick shout out. This was just revealed a few days ago. My book cover release. Reveal. Release date of the book Homecoming is July 31st, 2020. I need my, you heard of prayer warriors? I need my share warriors. Share. I will be watching. You share to the level that I will give you a signed copy for free. You get some time with me. All that, so forth and so on. And diddly diddly dee. Again, Power Connection Purpose 6-week Bust You Wide Open course. I need you to sign up now if you're going to be a part of this. I need to send you the deets. All the details. Please share my work. Just share it. I'll watch. I'll give you all the kudos I can. I will. Share it just because you love it. And whatever. To whatever level you can, I'm watching. And I'm appreciating and loving it. Share it to you all. Go to youtube.com/Center of Light Radio. Subscribe. You don't have an account? Just create an email and just subscribe. Link up and create an account at YouTube and subscribe. Helps me to become very visible. I love the idea of you being a part of something that is expanding in my life. And we are here together, shaking hands, shaking hearts, hanging out, being together as we already always are, whether we are physically proximity to someone else or not. Share with me something that is expanding in your life. I'll bring it into this forum. We can all talk about it. We can all share. Everybody's life gets really juicy, really quick. It's really easy. Tonight we're speaking about God as the Father, I will forth. As the Mother, I birth. So what is will and what is birth? If you know me, you know I am a definition junkie. Takes the trouble, the argument, the indecision, the doubt out of anything being expressed. It's the Webster's Spiritual Bible for clarity. Wow. Webster's Spiritual Bible for clarity is Webster's dictionary. The word will, Father, will. Expression of future tense. Mother doesn't live in future tense. This is all analogous to the points being made through this presentation. Will. A future tense event, basically. You will regret it when you are older. Expressing inevitable events. Will, definition. Expressing inevitable events. Accidents will happen. Synonyms. Have a tendency to, are bound to by code, obligation, duty, honor, commitment, covenant, all of these kinds of ideas. Have a habit of. All right, what is the definition of birth? Again, tonight's presentation. As Father, I will. God uses his will to will forth future events. God, as Mother, I birth. Cosmic Mother, Earth Mother, to your biological mother. Birth. Canal. It's called a canal, like a vessel or a channel. An outlet. And it's actually an outlet. Because Father's will goes to the inlet. It's called sex. It's called making love. Father goes in Mother. Mother outputs. Hi, there you go. How gorgeous and delicious is that? Father is I will. I will be with you in a sensual way on whatever plane this applies. As I penetrate and go in with my will, my intention to bring a future experience forth, then Mother outputs through the birth canal, through a vessel of some sort. Divine Mother, Earth Mother, Mother Earth, and then biological Earth Mother. Birth. The emergence of a baby. Your baby could be something, you've heard that before. This thing you're creating. Have you been working on your baby lately? This is my baby. You might call it a project. Birth of anything. The emergence of a baby or of young from the body of its mother. Even if you're a man and you're in mother mode because you're bringing something through by working it, tilling the garden. I'm going to talk about a garden here in a moment. Tilling the Garden of Eden. Being birthed. The emergence of a baby or other young from the body of its mother. The start of life as a physically separate being. So from Father of the Spirit, the Father. It's always referred to first as God the Father, even before the mother. And it's not a male thing. It's not because of It's not because of that. It's because there's an idea. Father, the beginner, the seed planter of all things. Doesn't make it higher than the mother. It just has a different role. So Father seems to always be primary in this spiritual, cosmic, infinite dance. And Mother is always the follower. There you go, leader and follower. How does it happen in dance? When you go dancing. As a rule, the male is always the leader. Father I will move us around as I choose to, and you will follow. You will be my counterpoint. You will be my muse. And together you make music. My gosh, that was delicious. Put some more sugar on my cake. Synonyms for birth, childbirth, delivery. Nativity. I have talked about often. This is the nativity of your own life. The Christ within you being born. The Christ within me being born. The Christ within we being born. Birthing. Give birth to a baby or other thing. Let's see who has just showed up. Hello, Christine. Thank you, dear. She said, very well said. Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Linda throwing 3 purple hearts. Elwood said, what's up, dog? What's up, Linda? Let's see who's else. I love acknowledging people. Let's check this aspect. Beth's in the house. Beth, I hear you calling, but I can't come home right now. From the divine principle. Keith, know that your desires are not floating around in your mind just to tease you. I, the gardener, God, I, the gardener, have planted these seeds, and it is I who encourages you to cultivate and harvest them. If you truly want your dreams to blossom, I say to you, seek ye first the kingdom of God within you and his righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you. John 14:20. Spirit says, dreams manifest like this. Giver, receiver, father, mother. Will, birth. God is the aspect of God that is father is will. Mother is always birth. Giver, receiver, father, mother, unmanifest to the manifest, invisible to the visible. After a farmer plants seeds into his fertile ground, semen, he never disturbs them by digging them up to see if they are germinating. He does not have to. He knows that soon enough sprouts will emerge from the soil, and soon enough his garden will yield a bountiful harvest. All the while, he is humbled by the potential that lies within each seed. Such is my relationship to you as father, farmer, giver of seed. As a wife takes her husband's seed deep into her womb and conceives, it is then that the universal intelligence begins to move from the causal realm of the unmanifest to the physical world of the manifest. It is then that the cosmic body assembles all the parts necessary to bring a child, whatever that a child is to you, a physical being or one of your loves, to bring a child into the world. When the wife discovers she is with child, even you men, when you are pregnant with something that you are bringing forth, when the wife discovers she is with child, her joy and excitement overflow because she realizes that she has been given one of my greatest gifts. She knows that soon enough the child will be born with and be with her in the physical world. So she trusts the process, all the while going about her daily routine. In just 9 months, when my fruit has ripened within her, another precious being begins its life on earth. Such is my relationship to you as mother, recipient, bringer of harvest. God is life. Life is God. From the unmanifest with simple intent. Is that simple or what? And I'd say that's pretty darn simple. Spirit says, simple it can be for you too. When you live your life like the farmer, the father, and the expectant mother. When you plant your seeds and turn your life over to God, Father, and then you go about your day to day as you fall into mother, all the while bringing your new life into being. Simple it can be when you have trust and patience. It is then that you can expect miracles, the miraculous new birth. And I say, you are such a poet. And Spirit says, I have my moments. This book is a perfect example of somethingness from nothingness. Keith, where do you think all this information comes from? I say, nothingness? Yes, and is there not a book being born right before your very eyes? I say, yes, we are working on one, but it is sure taking a lot longer than 9 months. Spirit says, that's what you think, my divine child. For even though you have been living in the time-space continuum, in eternity, our book has already been written. When you arrived on earth, I gave you the free will. I am free to act in my Father principle using my will. God says, that's what you think, Keith. For even though you have been living in the time-space continuum, in eternity, our book has already been written. When you arrived on earth, I gave you, that means you, me, as well as me, the free will, being free to will forth, to write our book whenever you wanted to. But along the way, you have often chosen fear, and this is what has kept you from getting it done. It has been your need for control and your doubt that have always hindered you. Let us look closer at free will as well as other definitions that will clarify things a bit more. Let's look at the room. I always love my sounding boards. Hello, Darlene. Hello, Trudy. Debbie Schmole. She lived in Florida. Everybody's saying Yanava. It's so easy to look at the characters. Check this out. those characters naturally come together, don't they? They do. They just fit together. Y and V. So Alan Lavender's in a hell. So we're speaking tonight about, let me show this splash screen. This splash screen, I'm impressed with myself. I'm going to pat myself on the back, and you should do the same for yourself. You should, regardless of what you think. It makes you pleased with who you are. It makes you pleased with you as your father, Wilforth, and you bipolar you, as your mother, allowed to move through her the aspect of you of divine feminine, of your vessel, and together you can bring forth your child. That which you want to birth in this world. You should take credit for being such a wonderful parent about something that is apparent to me you love. Don't let anyone ever kid you about what you're worth and, dear Lord, what you're capable of. Picture-wise, your majesty looks something like this. As father, I will. As mother, I birth. That image has so much regal power, majesty, divinity, innocence, pure, power, protection, connection, erection of that which is important in your life. I am so happy for you because you are in this forum. Not because of me, because I know what it feels like to be me. And if you're in this forum, we are already resonating. So now I'm happy for you because I'm happy for me. See? It's just a simple play of divine consciousness that leads us into glee. That's it. It's not hard. It's not all this strain and stress and effort. It's not. It's stop all that. It's stop all that. Continuing with our learning through clarity, not through my opinion. One of the greatest spiritual books ever written. It's called Webster's Dictionary. It is the God book of clarification. So let's go to church. Let's look up the definition of these things that were listed in the divine principle. Definitions. We've been speaking about as father, God wills forth. As mother, God births. So we're looking at the different understandings of will and birth and the like. Free. Definition. Not under control or power of another. I got to read that one again for me. Free. Not under control or power of another. If that is not a spiritual law, I don't know what is. Able to act without arbitrary control or restriction. Hence we call it spiritual liberation, because the next definition of it was liberation. I am not under constraint. I'm free. I have free will. As long as I stay in my conscious will, as conscious father energy, I'm clear. I am that Webster's dictionary clear to say, I'm coming from this platform. This is what I intend. In fact, if it's going to take 1,000 years, I will take my first steps towards my 1,000 years, but I will not falter and I will not alter my course. I will not. That's passion and that is sincerity. That's your free will. Under the definition of will, desire, wish, as a disposition, exactly what I just described. Nothing is going to budge me from this place. Nothing. No thing is going to take me out of my will. And I'm free to use all the power of the universe in this moment to will forth my creation through the aspect of me that is mother. From divine mother to Mother Earth to your biological mother, to you yourself being in your motherly, compassionate, sincere, soft energies, even for the brute guys out there with muscles, drinking your protein shakes and all. I'm saying that out of jest. It's fun. Same thing. We all have these tender moments. We are all bipolar. Everyone is bipolar and tripolar and quadpolar. We're all multiple polar. We bounce around all these different aspects of spirit. Though in this dimension, they might fall under the guise of male energy or female energy, you can bet the higher the vibrations get, so the lower we are in vibration, there is a dissonance, there's, quote, a separation. There's no separation ever. But it looks that way because it's convincingly so, because two things are not compelling. Compelling, is that the right word? Coming together, they're repelling, it seems, because of the electron activity, but they're not really separate. But the higher we get in vibrational dimensions, the more they begin to crossfade, and the line begins to be blurred, and there is no more separation between God, Father, will, God, Mother, Birther, is just God, who has all this multidimensional power to express itself as a trinity, which is Father, Mother, Child. Father, Mother, Child. Father, Mother, Child, Trinity. Father, Mother is the whole, two aspects of the whole, but the child creates the third component. The child is you, expanding into your divinity. The child is your project. Your project is love, something you've been working on and crafting, whatever that may be, all of your life, and now it's happening for you. I'm that reflection for you. Please, please, I'm asking you, be that reflection for me so we can remind each other as powerfully as it needs to be, so we can get done the work we came here to do. Never let your music die within you. Do not die with your music still in you. Don't die with your music within you. That creates regret. You don't have a fear of death. Trust me. Anyone who has a fear of death, they have a fear of regret, that they have not actually allowed themselves to live and to live fully. So that when the Grim Reaper comes knocking, now we have a new compound interest. It's called guilt. And it sits right there. And it sits right there. And it sits right there. And it starts to weigh on us. You don't have a fear of death. You have regret. We have regret that we do not actually allow ourselves to live and to live fully. So in that regard, if you are living with fear and not living fully, you are already dead. But because you are alive now and you live fully, you will never die. Welcome to Center of Light. What's up, brother Ricky B2? The V. Elwood says, Yanava when you can be. Ames Archer. Let's see. Hello, Ish. Let me see. I want to get this right. I want to enunciate it perfectly the first time. Here we go. Sister, cosmic sister. Ishvadi Saraswati Nandini. Wow, what a freaking cool name. Ishvadi Saraswati Nandini. That is delicious. I'm going to go check her out just because of her name alone. I can't see her face or anything like that. I'm going to hope we're a brother and sister ham sandwiches. Let me see if I can find it. I love meeting new people. Love it. And it says, we are friends. Excuse me, dear. Danielle, hi. Trudy Glenn, what's up, darling? So tonight we are speaking about God. God. The center of our very being. The Sacred Heart Jesus has been pointing to. It's the center of our being. It looks like Father because Father is the role of the will. My command, so to speak. Mother's role is not diminished because it's mother. The canal of birth, it's not any less than father. They're just two different roles. Father is, I am the I will aspect, I am the seed giver. Same role as husband and wife. Same role. As above, so below, on forever this goes. There is no other way. So as we impregnate our life partner, being guys, to bring about our offspring, the nut never falls far from the tree. Even something you want to create in your life, it requires both components of yourself. So when we understand consciously, when it's time to be in this season as the gardener, the father, the planter of seed, I'm a gardener. I'm a farmer, so I plant seeds. That's what I do. I'm an agriculture. I plant seeds. He doesn't 6 weeks later begin to dig up the seeds he's planted with a shovel to go see if they're germinating. That would disturb the life cycle. So what the farmer does, believe it or not, if he's a man, he actually falls into the divine feminine role, which is, I am now going to do what divine feminine creatures, beings do. I've done the father thing. I've impregnated the earth with my intention, my will. In other words, I'm doing this because this will happen. And he's so sure about it, he doesn't dig up the soil to check. It disturbs the life cycle. He leaves it alone. So he now falls into mother role, which is I'm patient. I'm 9 months patient. Paraphrase, metaphorical. To bring forth my new child, my new birth. And if my new birth or my new child, you ask a mother, I'm vesseling this. I'm sure if you have been a mother or will be a mother, or whatever, if you are a mother and you want to bring forth a child, a literal child, when you want motherdom, there are many women out there who just want to be a mom. And that drive is so strong. It's not a right or wrong. It's their life and heart song, and they cannot shake it. That means that's their destiny. And because it's their destiny, if you was to ask them, if it takes me 1,000 years to bring forth this child that I want to bore, they would say, let's get busy. Because that calling inside of anyone, but now speaking about divine feminines of any sort, the mom, biological moms, that calling is so strong. They're living in the gate. The gate that they're living in is 1,000 years don't interest me. In fact, I have not thought about the 1,000 years, Keith, until you brought it up, because right now I'm just only interested in bringing forth this child. They're living in the gate. They're living as the feminine aspect of the farmer, patiently waiting to bring forth this beautiful thing of theirs called a child into a state of being, be it a human being or a book being or a musical being or an artistic being, whatever it is for you. As above, so below, on forever it will go. It is so easy. This philosophy, Yanavaism. Am I creating a new religion? You can call it that. Yanavaism. It's not just an ism and a schism. It's a very simple philosophy. There's not a lot to it. I could probably, if I was to write a book, I could write a 25 page book to explain, share, gift this philosophy, this wisdom, this truth. But check this out. It's not about the things I would actually say. It really isn't. Really, it isn't. This is how easy it is. Listen to me, please. This is how easy it is. It's not the things that I would say in those 20 to 25 pages. It's the invisible information that happens between the spaces. Because after 20 to 25 pages, you would understand that it's not about all these things he's saying that I'm to understand. You would understand because you get that you're standing under something that has shifted you into a space of aha. So this, that actually means that? Yes, it does. And this, and that actually means that and that? Yes, and those three things equal all those that's together. It's all compressed into what you know as you. And your best ploy to enjoy all of your spiritual toys is to follow these teachings or those of the like. It's that easy. It's it. It's right here. It's right there. All of that you want is right there. Yanavaism. The soul. Three components of the soul. Ya. The Father. Heart. I'm not saying the heart doesn't have a divine feminine aspect, but I'm talking about the will. The bringer forth of things. Will. God. The heart. The gate. Again, the divine feminine is the gate as well. So God is... we go back to the Father through the Mother, the same way that creation from the Father through the Mother has come. Come, C-U-M, come, a state of ecstasy, a state of explosive, orgasmic zenith, revelation on levels we don't understand. Because you look, you try to get, no matter how much of a wordsmith you are, you open up a Word document and get at it and explain a sexual orgasm using words. Good luck. You might be good at it. You will never paint the whole picture. Coming together, C-O-M. Coming together, C-U-M. To a state of unity to bring about an off or on spring of what the Father has willed forth and the Mother carries out. The Father wills forth, the Mother carries out. The Father of you wills forth, and the Mother of you carries out. Are you reaching every day inward to bring about that new birth in you? Here's part of one of the 20 pages of Yanavaism. Inward. So the ward of a prison. Ward. Prison ward. So we're going to use the divine key and open up the gate. The floodgate. The gate that once you do open, the light will flood you. The floodgate. So the ward. The warden of your prison mind. Ward. Inward is upward. Upward is forward. And forward is toward. Inward is upward. Upward is forward. And forward is toward or toward. We're going inside to where everything lies. And that's the truth. Lies, the truth. You see that little wordplay? And between those two things, the Father and the Mother, is the third something, which is, wow, this was an oxymoron, but it painted another aha, the joke that you got. Inward is upward to the highest, to the majesty, to the royalty. Forward, as we create our vision, move with our will into the vision of heaven on earth that you have been charged to do. Toward that thing as a light warrior that you are. And the wheel begins to move. And next thing you know, you're floating effortlessly in the cosmic current in your divine life. When you are in the flow, you float down the destiny of your life as if on the breath of God would be a feather. Whether or not you know this, It is such a very divine, powerful, simple truth. It's what I call a love nugget. When you fall into flow, you will float towards your destiny like a feather on the breath of God. Good. I'm going to play a Lavender Soul song. First, I'm going to take a glance into the room. Hello, Mary Amalong. Ricky Chandler. Robert Harrison's coming to Memphis. Harrison says something, so now you know I have contaminated your space. Oh my God, it's contaminated my space. Nah, we're good, brother. How about some Lavender Soul? Going to be right back. It's been a while. Think about something. How about someone? Let's actually pick on someone. Though they're not your excuse for happiness, let's just say someone. Find someone you love. It could be a guy if you're a guy. It could be a girl if you're a girl. It could be just a friend if you're the polar opposites. It's okay. Mother, father, father, mother. As we go in together to discover something beyond, we'll allow ourselves to be. Lavender Soul. Until you walk by. I have some brothers of mine. And until you walk by, my life was average. And then a beautiful brother of mine comes into my experience. I'm like, wow. And two men, brotherhood, does create a divine feminine opening, because something between these two people, guys, that meet in the masculine energy idea, something divinely feminine is birth. And we call that a child. And we call that a beautiful friendship. Don't know what it is. Can everyone hear me now? Lavender Soul Break went awry. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what's happening. This has happened in the last 3 presentations. Either my voice and the video get off sync, and now something new, no sound. Can you hear me now? If you can hear me, send me an exclamation point. God sound. Why no music? I'm going to do another song. Why? Because, thank you everyone for your patience. I want to do another song because I literally use these segments to shift into a different mode. Right away, if you get no sound, say no sound. It only requires one of you. So thank you everyone for jumping on board. Tonight we're speaking about God. God, as Father I will, as Mother I birth. I'm going to play Lavender Soul song titled, What Am I Looking For? It's a song I wrote in about 20 minutes. I had a keyboard in my house. I cannot play a piano or keyboard. I could do what they call pad, play a couple of chords. What am I looking for? I knew at that point in my life, I had an idea what I was looking for, but I didn't know what I was looking for. Still don't. I may claim to. In all my arrogance, I bet I don't. Wrote the music and the lyrics, and I knew I wanted to leave an empty space in the middle of the song for something, whatever that something would be. So as the band Lavender Soul, we're writing a new album now, comprised of the Memphis Symphony Orchestra members. I was going to leave an empty space. As we were recording the album, one day when my son was about 8 months old, he's crying, and as his dad, Father, I'm willing forth, listen to this, Father, as father of this son, fresh, brand new son, tonight's presentation, as God, as Father I will, Mother I birth. As Father, holding my infant son, writing this song, he was crying. And I was like, oh my God, that's what goes in the middle of this song. So I kept my son agitated so he would keep crying. To will forth this musical idea, I had to boot up my computer, to open my software and hit record, set everything up. And I hit record. When I hit record, I did not manipulate this track. I did not manipulate this track. Because of my will of bringing forth this beautiful idea, my child, that which I as Father have willed forth by being with his mother as birther of all things, divine feminine energy. I just hit record. I didn't manipulate this track. This track is my son actually crying until he was done, and I snipped it and fashioned this together. And my kid's name is my young man, beautiful young man. Oh my God, he's growing like a weed. His name is Eden, Garden of Eden, garden, farmer, father, will, sky, mother, that which makes things visible. The earth and the sky. Eden Sky is my son's name. You will hear him say, Dad, whatever it is I'm for, do you hear me? I heard him so much, I inserted it into this beautiful piece of art. From my heart, how great thou art. See you shortly. I don't know what it is. Could be a software issue. Maybe I need to regress my software back to a previous installment. So I'm going to go. I want some music. I'm going to go into vessel mode. I've been in vessel mode all night. You're in vessel mode. Everyone is vesseling. Everyone is vesseling. You are channeling energy from the divine source. The gig is to simply just get our stuff out the way. So let me find some music. Thank you for your patience. I don't know why this is happening, but this should do it. Let's go to, oh my God. Here we go. Hello, beautiful Elaine. Everyone good? Music? Keith? Yeah? Send me an exclamation point. You are bipolar, I am bipolar, we're bipolar, we're gone solar. Alright, good. Yanava, it has begun. You have begun. In fact, you are overstepping the threshold. Yes, that may be true, but why are things still so difficult? Hi, Sandy. Why are you still being so difficult? See, lovely, in your declaration, silently, as you affirm to yourself when Spirit said, everything should be easy, and you say, why is everything so difficult? You affirm yourself into an experience that you are willing forth by your unconscious ideas with your unconscious will. And your unconscious mother says, yes, I will spread my legs, spread eagle, so that you can penetrate me and bring this upon your strata of difficulty. In declaring that the thing I've been birthing on this earthing of the spirit, why is it always so difficult? Because you don't yet hear it, and you're choosing these ideas beyond your cognizance, like it or not. That's the deal. You can understand or squeal or go into suffering, induced, or healed. But to reveal to you now the same thing that the vessel always shares with you directly is a powerful, important word that you get to you. It's not from a here to there. It's a placement of everything there that is already here within you. It's a stargate that simply goes and it opens up and it's right there. So it's not necessarily a transmission or an emission from this self to that self, what you call yourself. Have you ever heard of the entangled theory? Look it up. It'll be to your benefit. The entanglement theory. Look it up. Look it in word, which is upward, which is forward, which is toward. Inward, upward, forward, toward. Inward, upward, outward, toward. The entanglement theory. The vessel could reveal that now, but it isn't worth your, I want to know how and what that is. Look it up. Do yourself a favor. It'll be a flavor on your tongue and on your palate. Playtime is over. Now it's time to play. Playtime is over. Now it's time to get to work and play. On this day, don't dismay or fret about all that. When you fret, it goes nowhere. Leave fretting to guitar players. Ha 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 ha. Take yourself to somewhere else if that's what you desire as Father when you will forth that which is your desire, and let the feminine aspect of you, whoever you are, simply bring that about. Without a doubt, it will happen if you surrender, trust, and stop. Hence, the reason you ask the question, I'm trying, but I'm still in stress and difficulty. You are rewarded and acknowledged in your trying, but spiritual law, physical law, the law of physics does not change for anyone. It does not change for anyone. So what it is truly is a mirror for you to reflect and go, I might be getting closer, but I'm not there yet. Why is all this, quote, what you would call difficulty? It's because you are in such a learning curve that you deserve, so that you don't swerve from the true path that is designed for you to move into the potential of your future possibility, which is everything that is everything and will forever be everything.
He is within all and beyond all. Everyone meditates, all souls meditate on you, O true Creator. All souls are one with you, all souls come from you.
Yes, but
Meditate on God and all
there is one of your greatest
God himself
troubles.
is the master.
I understand, but
Himself is the servant.
yeah, but you don't understand, but
Everyone is in
and you continually throw yourself in quagmire and far away from your desire as conscious father energy to move in conscious mother energy as she's ready to receive the semen, the sea man into the whoa man. It's all metaphorical. It's all wordplay. God is a simple play of divine consciousness. It's called Leela, sport. Are you a good sport about how your life is turning out? Good sport implies when you lose a football game or any other sport of things. Are you a good sport and you give high five to those who've conquered you in said event? But as likely as well, in this divine sport of things, are you giving high five to those who have conquered you as you endeavor to move towards the end goal? The end goal, the end goal. Are you willing to high five your lack of triumph? This is equally as important. Father, mother, you, bipolar child. Holy Spirit that brings it all into a state of symmetry. When you fall into centering yourself, do you see? So the Yanavaism that the vessel spoke about, religion, if you will, 20 to 25 pages. One of those isms would be, it's not difficult. If you're living in difficulty, you are not following the Yanava doctrine. You're not in trouble. You're not right and you're not wrong. You're just not effortlessing your life as you could be. Do you simply see? People say often there are no shortcuts to spirituality. Horseshit, Spirit tells you. Principality brings forth greater divine, powerful truths And as Keith will now begin to move into this new thing he calls love nuggets,
You are the primal one, the most awesome.
the universe is very simply laid out. When you fall into simplicity, simple things will become. Come, be. Come, come, be. Since I comed with my life partner as father, mother, my as father if you are male, you as mother if you are female, come together, C-O-M, C-U-M, come together, and you bring forth an offspring. Something that you come together that is important for you. When you rend the mend, you have the opportunity to become a new trend, to bring forth not only something for yourself, but everyone else. It is complete. Callan Ronaldo says, if I wasn't bipolar watching, your lips move in After Effect, you will get there. So, is this still happening? Is there still something happening with the sound and the picture when I was vesseling? Or is everything on sync? Because I'm trying to determine if this is my computer or my software. What does that mean, Kelly, when you say yes? Everything is on, yes, or everything is off, yes? Or unless you were replying to the teaching of simplicity. It's still out of sync. Wow. That hardens my heart. Let me rephrase that. It disappoints me. I don't know why. Thank you very much for being with me. I love you. Peace, love, and light. Live in the light. You are one of my greatest delights. I will be seeing you soon.